In this video, I'm going to be recreating different natural disasters using Lego. Let the challenge begin. Okay, so let's start with the first Lego item to experiment with. This is a $300 Lego Ferris wheel set I bought, and like any other Ferris wheel, it spins. But like any curious person, I want to see how fast this can actually spin. So let's simulate a tornado, and I bought this leaf blower. Okay, that wasn't too bad, only one piece came off. But I wasn't satisfied enough yet, so I went in for a second round, getting in closer with the leaf blower. Wow, I'm actually really surprised it didn't break sooner than that. Thank goodness, this piece almost hit the dog poop. This thing spun way faster than I thought it would, and while I go ahead and clean up this giant mess, let's continue to our next natural disaster. This is a tiny Lego town using old Lego pieces, minifigures, and sets from the 1980s. But what the people of this town don't realize is I'm about to simulate some natural disasters on them. Let's start with something easy. How about a rainstorm? Dang, this town looks pretty drippy now. Okay, now what would happen if it rained cats and dogs? That literally did nothing. Okay, what about acid rain? Apparently lemonade's very acidic, so let's try it. It smells so good in my room now. Now let's step it up a notch. What about hail? That's so much damage, even Flex Seal couldn't fix that. Good thing this town has a hospital, because it's definitely gonna need one after all these disasters we're about to do. How about 100% liquid death? Oh yeah, feels so deathly. Nope, just kidding. That was honestly really lame. What about purple rain? Oh yeah, what about cloudy with a chance of meatballs? Okay, I feel like I had a basic right now. I can't believe I just did all that and these minifigs are still smiling at me. But I think this town's had enough torture, so let's move to the next build. Another Lego set I bought is this $80 Lego Coast Guard set. Build the Lego set! It comes with 3 sharks, tons of minifigs, a lighthouse, and most importantly, a giant boat. But what's special about it is that it floats. Wow, very nice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But to truly test this boat's performance, I'm gonna take it to the beach and simulate another natural disaster, which is a hurricane. So let's see if this really floats my boat. Oh no. And to my surprise, this boat is actually doing very terrible. And I find it funny how Lego Coast Guards are supposed to keep people safe at the beach, but they can't even keep themselves safe. Big shame. Time to whip out the next item I bought. This is a $20 Lego African Wildlife Safari set, and like a lot of places in Africa, temperatures can get very hot. So another natural disaster I want to test is a heat wave, and since I don't live in a hot place like Africa, there's only one place in my house I know that's hot. Ooh, it's very hot. Okay, that pretty much did nothing. It just made the pieces warm. Thank you, Grandma, for letting me use your microwave, by the way. Another natural disaster is a fire. So what are different things we can burn? How about we start with this minifig? I mean, he wore a tree on his head, so what did he expect? What happens when you burn a hot dog? Toasty and delicious. What about a stick of dynamite? Does it blow up? Nope, it didn't blow up. And lastly, what happens when you set Lego fire on fire? Wow, it just made it bend. That's it. Kids, please don't do this, by the way. I don't want any parents telling me that their house got burnt down. Another natural disaster is a blizzard, so let's see what happens when I stick a minifigure in the fridge with some water for a couple of hours.
A few moments later.
Dang, look at all that ice on him. He's even dripping now. This next Lego set is based off of Minecraft. It's a tiny desert village that comes with 2 villagers, 1 farm, a house, and a bell tower. It also comes with this mob that can move its head. And because this is a village in the desert, it gets very hot, which means a drought can happen. So I'm gonna simply take away all these villagers' water, and now we're gonna sit and see what happens. Oh crap, wait, they're dying. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Here, drink Prime. This will help. Drink it quick. Wow, that was a close call. We almost killed this entire village, but now they're good. This is a Lego item I bought, and it's a very tiny tent made from thin plastic film, and it can fit 2 minifigures inside. But what's the purpose of a tent? To keep you from bad weather, right? So to see if this is truly a legit tent, I'm gonna test different types of weather conditions and see if it keeps the people inside dry and safe. I just simulated a giant rainstorm. Now let's see how this tent holds up to a massive snow avalanche. Then I'm gonna simulate a mudslide. I just grabbed that outside my house. And finally, I'm gonna simulate a sandstorm. And the moment of truth, did it keep the people inside dry? Let's find out. Oh wow, it actually did. Great tent, Lego. For this next natural disaster, we're not just testing it on one person or even 100, because we're testing on the entire world. Because this next Lego set is this $200 globe I bought from the Lego store. Now, what would happen if a giant meteorite from the sky came and hit it? Okay, that surprisingly did no damage, so I'm gonna hit it from a different point. Holy crap, this globe is built different, guys. Wow, that is incredibly durable. Great job designing this set, Lego. The next natural disaster I'm gonna test is a flood. On the right side of this map is a tiny lake, and on the left side is a concert with a crowd of people mosh pitting. I'm gonna slowly fill up this lake with water and see how far we can go until the sand barrier breaks. Uh-oh, you can start seeing the water seep through the wall. It's about to blow, boys. That's so sad. Rest in peace, concert. But honestly, that music was pretty trash anyway, so I'm kind of glad this flood happened. This next Lego set I bought is based off of the Minions movie. It's a tiny airplane with the glizzy inside and a few minions. But a natural disaster that planes need to be ready to undertake is bad turbulence, so let's see if this plane does its job and can safely transport these passengers. Well, the good news is that we landed, but the bad news is that we crash landed. And for the final but biggest Lego set to destroy in this video, I speed ran to the Lego store to cop this $400 Lego castle set with over 4,000 pieces. After a full 24-hour cycle of building, I had completed the set, and it had everything a castle could possibly need, from many knights to horses and even a drawbridge. Well, we're gonna put this to the test and see if it can keep the people safe from these natural disasters I'm about to do. In the world of Lego, a common natural disaster is a rowdy 4-year-old child running around. So if you think I'm weird for acting like a child, just realize I have an excuse for content. A rowdy dog is another one. You want the toy? Go get it! Go get the toy! Grab it! Now it's time for some actual natural disasters. So I started with a rainstorm and nothing really happened. Nice, the water wheel works. So I took my water bending to a whole new level and simulated a massive tsunami instead. Oh crap, I wasn't recording on the GoPro. Let's do that again, actually. And seeing the footage roll back, this was actually really satisfying, and I'm kind of surprised how well the castle walls deflected that water. Still, nothing really happened, so I then went ahead and inflicted a deadly hailstorm on the people of this castle. I ran out of ice, so I'm just gonna use Orbeez. But none of these natural disasters had damaged this castle in even the slightest way. So I then went ahead and took my true Asian power and summoned a meteorite. Now that's a lot of damage. Someone call Phil Swift. We need flex tape right now. Just when I thought I already had a lot to clean up after this video, add one more thing to that list. But the set was nice to look at when it was still together. I did this so you guys don't have to. I just moved to Houston, Texas and want to meet new people, so if you're another YouTuber or Lego fan from the area, hit me up on Instagram. Thank you for watching. See you guys later.